Back for part three here. This third part's going to be talking mainly about TV shows. We've talked about information about the Hollywood industry and good things, bad things. Now we're going to talk about TV and what are some thoughts of TV today, whether it be sitcoms or drama or whatever. And I'm just going to get your thoughts and views on those things. So I don't watch a lot of TV other than reality shows. For example, Cops or Live PD or I love my 600-pound life. By the way, it's a great movie. So I mean, great TV show. So anyway, I'll let you get. I know. Well, give me some of your thoughts on TV shows, Philip.
Well, first of all, when we leave here, we are going to stop by a convenience store, and you're going to get me a big drink because I'm going to need a drink after hearing that reality show worship BS.
I don't watch like Survivor or any of those or Real Housewives. Those are stupid things.
There's a new name I have for that franchise. It's called Stupid TV. But
so give me your thoughts on TV you like.
Well, TV used to be looked at as a joke. It was like, okay, if you couldn't cut it in movies, then you got stuck doing some TV show, and you probably didn't like it, but you probably got paid a lot. I hope so. I hope you did.
Yeah.
But over the past few decades, it's changed. The 90s for me is when it really started to change because you started having shows that actually took risks. Shows like Twin Peaks, shows like The Simpsons, shows like Beavis and Butthead, South Park. You had NYPD Blue, The X-Files. And then of course it ended with The Sopranos and The West Wing, which are brilliant.
Right.
But then the 2000s took the steps that the 90s set in place and surpassed it. And then we started having shows like Deadwood and The Wire and Rescue Me and The Shield, and we had Lost. We had just so much, just a ridiculous amount of excellent TV. And I believe in this current decade, once again, it has been surpassed. Because there are so many shows from this decade that I just look at and I go, you know what? To put this in wrestling terms, so that if I have some wrestling fans that watch this, mainstream Hollywood is like WWE's main roster. Raw and SmackDown are shows that, as a wrestling fan, I just watch it, and most of the time I'm like this. I'm like, why are they doing that? But then on the network, they have NXT, which is their best wrestling show, period, they have. And it's on the network, so that's the only way you can watch it. So mainstream Hollywood is like Raw and SmackDown, the main roster shows on TV. TV shows are like NXT. They have surpassed mainstream Hollywood. Well, yes, you have some excellent films. You also have a lot of crap, but on TV, yes, you have some crap, but I think there's a lot more pros than there are cons on TV. You've got shows like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, you've got Billions, you've got Wade Donovan, you got Shameless, The Handmaid's Tale, Rick and Morty. You've got, one of your favorites, Luther, starring Idris Elba. You've got...
But a lot of these shows you're talking about are on like cable TV as opposed to network public TV, right?
Well, network TV has had some great shows like Hannibal and Last Man on Earth and The Good Place, but they all got canceled.
Yeah.
So they all got canceled. So you had some good shows.
I guess Lost was on ABC, wasn't it?
Lost was on ABC, and that lasted until 2010.
Yeah.
To like, I think May 2010. From like 2004, in the fall of 2004 to May 2010.
I tried to watch Lost, hated it.
Well, I like what I've seen. But you also have shows like Like, boy, there's so many shows. Homeland,
Yeah, that's right.
Boardwalk Empire, Baskets,
Hmm.
Louie, which I loved. And I know it's taboo to talk about, but hey, I still love the show.
Yeah.
House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, Ozark.
By the way, I binged Luther in like 3 days or 2 days or something like that. Loved it. Loved Luther.
And one new show is on there is the Kaminsky Method. And
Hmm.
I fell in love with that show, starring Michael Douglas and Alan Arkin.
Hmm.
Amazing show. Probably the best thing Chuck Lorre ever did. And yes, I know he did The Big Bang Theory. He did Two and a Half Men. He did Mike and Molly. I loved all those shows to a point.
Hmm.
Big Bang Theory did start to lose steam with me around season 8. And since then, it's been hit and miss for me. And Two and a Half Men lost me around season 8 and then didn't recover at all.
Well, I tell you, my favorite TV show of all time that I binged it on Netflix from season 1 to 11 is MASH.
Well, that's more of the 70s, but
yes, but
it's not current, but
right.
it is a great show. Yes.
But I don't know if there are other shows that are like that to me nowadays. That good.
Neil, you needed to watch a lot more TV.
I know,
my
that's the
friend.
problem. I don't watch a lot of TV other
Yeah.
than reality stuff.
Well, the best thing to do is go to the library and request a lot of the shows, or if you have Netflix, binge a lot of those shows. Because they're on Netflix, for God's sake. Except for Handmaid's Tale, that's on Hulu.
Gotcha.
And Amazon has a lot of shows that I have not watched. I do not have an account. I would love to watch some of those shows, but for some reason they don't release them on DVD. I'm sorry about that. You also have great shows like BoJack Horseman.
Yeah. It's animated, correct?
Yes. You have shows like Big Mouth, which is hysterical. You got F is for Family, which I love. Just again,
Yeah.
it is a ridiculous amount of greatness that we've got with TV. I think it's safe to say that we've been spoiled with TV.
So if you're suggesting somebody, okay, they work and they're not home a lot, but they want to DVR something, what should they DVR tomorrow? What are some good shows that they should DVR?
Well, it depends on what they watch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they already, like, let's say people watch some of the shows that I'm saying.
Right.
They probably already know to set the DVR. Like, oh crap, I'm gonna miss it. DVR it.
Yes.
If you don't have a DVR, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And if you have on demand, then you can watch it on demand.
Mm-hmm.
If you have cable on demand. But one show I really love is Hell on Wheels. That was outstanding.
I loved it. I watched the first 2 seasons, I think, and then stopped watching it. Loved it.
I loved Hell on Wheels.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Justified. Last Man on Earth, like I said, starring Will Forte, I thought was awesome.
Have you seen Longmire?
No, I hear great things.
I've binged it, loved it. One of my favorite police shows, Longmire.
I have not seen that. I have not seen The Leftovers. I have not seen crap. I haven't seen any of the Amazon stuff. I'd like to.
See, here's the bad thing for me in TV. My wife doesn't like the same shows I watch. So
Well,
if I watch a show, I have to watch it if I'm up in the middle of the night because I have a dumb dog that gets me up. So I'll wake up. So my horse of a Great Dane gets me up, so I'm watching a show. So I binge those shows. So I'm up till 3 o'clock in the morning watching a TV show, which I should probably be in bed. So that's my problem.
The big thing with a lot of those shows I mentioned, yes, a lot of the shows I mentioned are on cable or premium cable or on streaming.
Yeah, streaming service like
services,
Roku or something
like Netflix.
Yes.
One more show from the 2000s I loved, 6 Feet Under.
Heard that was really good. I haven't seen it.
Really depressing, but really good. But I also really love, as far as the ABC shows go, I used to think they had the hot hand as far as TV shows. They had like Modern Family, The Goldbergs, Blackish,
Yeah.
Fresh Off the Boat, and all those shows. But a lot of those shows have lost steam for me in the last few years. The past few years, a lot of them have lost steam for me. I'm like, okay, ABC, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
what I really want for the big networks like ABC, CBS, Fox, NBC is get with the times.
Mm-hmm.
I know they have sponsors, they have advertisers they got to deal with, they have standards and practices, but can you at least take a risk?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if the show you put on TV is with the times, but it's doing great,
Mm-hmm.
the ratings are great, and to the point where we don't really have to worry about sponsors threatening to leave you because, like, hey, the ratings are up, so we're good.
So you're saying, and I'm going to bring this back around, get out or get in, sit down, watch some TV, pick up some good shows. There's a lot of good stuff out there to watch, is what you're
Yeah.
saying. A lot of good stuff
Yeah.
out there.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is a great show.
Yeah. One of my favorite comedies is Parks and Rec. And
I haven't watched it, but I've heard good things.
Ron Swanson's one of my favorite characters. And
Was he played by Chris Pratt or
No, Chris Pratt is in that, but he's not. I'm trying to remember his. His wife is Megan Mullally. That's Ron Swanson's real life wife, but I can't remember Ron Swanson's name. But all the viewers will know. So
30 Rock was a great show as well.
Yes, yes.
It was great. I really, but to go back a little bit to the 2000s, I also loved Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
that
was a great
I
show.
love that show.
Yeah.
One show that was from this current decade that I love is The Americans.
And I haven't seen that.
I love Banshee. I love just so many shows.
Yeah.
The first four seasons of Dexter
Mm-hmm.
were outstanding. Big Love, with Bill Paxton.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much stuff.
So there's a lot of stuff
Past
out there
and
for people to
present.
watch,
That I'm just like, you know what? That's where it's at.
Gotcha.
TV is where it's at. Hollywood needs to step up its game.
So if I guess to wrap up is that you said there's a lot of good stuff out there, and we should watch it. What are some closing thoughts on TV right now?
My closing thoughts are for all the cable channels. Keep doing what you're doing because you're doing great as far as a lot of the content, and as far as the streaming services that have shows, same thing. Keep doing what you're doing. And as far as the big four networks that are regular TV, step up your game, man.
Gotcha.
And movies in Hollywood, you're getting your butts kicked in quality by TV. TV at one point, like I said, was looked at as kind of a joke because, again, you couldn't make it on the big screen, so you're stuck doing small screen. Now, the tide has shifted, it's changed, and you need to get with the program and start getting better stuff. Because if you do that, take more risk, compete with TV, more people will probably go to the theater. And that's what needs to happen for the greater good.
Well, that wraps up the first episode, part 3, Journey into Film and TV with Philip Evans. And I'm Neil Friesland. Thank you very much for watching.